Okay, lighting. There's two ways to do this. The instructions from Coleman tell you to pump it. I think they say 20 times. I only do 15. I don't want to flood the generator with raw fuel. It's the last thing I want to do, and I lost count. So there we go. I'll call that 15. Coleman, the way that they say to do it is insert your lighter, light it, open the valve a quarter turn, it's not lighting. Check the tip cleaner. It's got pressure. There, now I can hear it gurgling. What that gurgle is pulling fuel up into the valve and pushing it into the generator. So now, see how that fuel was already in there just from that little opening that I did. Had I left it open longer, raw fuel would be dripping down the air intake tube and down the generator, and I have raw fuel sitting either on top of the fount inside the frame rest or on top of the frame, and you get a big flame where you don't want it, and it's scary and dangerous. So I light my lighter, open the valve. I didn't even get an eighth of a turn. You see all that flame in there? Flame is just inside the vent, and what that's doing is preheating the generator. The only thing that burns, and I hate this, I hate doing it this way, the only thing that burns is fuel vapor. The only way that you can turn the raw fuel into vapor is by preheating the generator, and then you don't get all those flames from raw fuel just coming around. See, now it's heated up enough that it's burning fuel vapor. So now I can open up the valve all the way. Once you'll feel it stop, turn it back, eighth or quarter of a turn. Now, to get it brighter, do a few more pumps. You can hear it starting to hiss, and it's making some funny noise. That noise will go away as soon as it evens out the pressure and the fuel flow or something, I don't know. But that noise will go away. So there's one lit lantern. I'm gonna set that aside. Got a globe out here that's exposed, so I'm being really careful. By the way, Madeline, you've got an amber globe. That globe is really valuable and hard to come by, so don't break it. So what I do to avoid that flame up and to avoid flooding the system is I preheat the generator. If this were a kerosene lantern, what these burn is white gas. If this were a kerosene lantern, there would be a little cup at the bottom of the generator. You fill it with denatured alcohol, light that alcohol and let it burn off, and that preheats the generator so that the kerosene is not as volatile as white gas. So it has to be preheated. White gas, I think we benefit from preheating. So you get one of these Burnzomatic torches at Home Depot or Lowe's for 35 bucks, and just heat the top of the generator. And you know that it's preheated, the generator the brass will start changing color. You just kind of keep it moving on there. You don't move it fast, you can move it slow. And you're looking for that change in color on the brass. Try not to hit the you try not to hit the mantles with the flame because it could damage the mantles. They're most fragile. Now I'm getting that color change. This is the first time lighting this lantern, so we'll see how it goes. It's just not lighting. So I run the tip cleaner, and we'll do it again. And I want to keep the flame on here because the last thing I want is raw fuel getting blown up into this thing. I may have to troubleshoot this one. Doesn't want to light. Okay, well, I'm going to troubleshoot this lantern.